Exactly, yes. So we'll just find some enemies in the world.
Third one.
Oh, there they go. It's not too hard to find some orcs in Mordor.
This city's a great problem.
So I thought we have a question.
It's a combination. Start with, okay, so this is already built, sorry, I will come back to that. But, so, not only built up to the level 1 of the executions, but if you notice now there's 2 colours on the mic bar that's filling up to the orange and then filling with the red. And so you can now do higher level executions as well, so fatalities or stronger executions. So that's another feature we've added as well. Nice. So you start with most of the base skills that you built, that you had from the first game. Some other skills we've added that you automatically get from the beginning. So some of our movement skills, like sprinting. Some of the other skills associated, which you had by the end game, so of the domination, when you lose the one ring, you lose those. So you have to reacquire the ring to get those back. But then once you do get them back, they're more powerful than they were before. So we really wanted that same, in some ways, representing what happened in Shadow of Mordor, that first we're introducing the combat and that element of the gameplay, and then we're introducing the elements of the manipulation, the domination, and the forging your army. Because it's really important that we add new skills and new abilities and enhance the game for people that like Shadow of Mordor, but also that this is sort of even a bigger blockbuster version of the game. So if you didn't play Shadow of Mordor, this is a great place to start and jump in as well. So that's...
Now I don't want to try, so I'm going to quickly do some audio fixes, but please continue talking because that's a good way for them to hear.
So that was cool. So this is our most basic and fundamental skill in combat, which is our executions. The fact that as you get deeper in the game and you get that upgrade, you can start using those executions more frequently. And it's not just the executions, it's also your AoE attack, also your ability to brand or dominate guys with those combat moves. So there's a lot of things that come off that. And that's, of course, the severing and the limbs flying there. That's new as well, which is nice. So, all right, next.
Yeah, we're still having a little static. Let's see. Are we still having some static? Or is maybe a short in the wiring?
Static.
Let's see, some static. I have an idea. I'm going to turn this down. If you hear static from us, still, then we can identify them.
So hopefully we managed to communicate something about executions there. Is that the bees? Not the bees.
This is the bees.
The elder has his revenge.
Cool. Alright, so now... So you head up, and now... Ellie, if you could talk.
Talking. Can't wait to go and kill some orcs, decapitate, etc.
It's very nice.
Static. Is it me? Oh.
Fix Mike is good to go. Better sign only Jared's mic is shit.
Oh.
Same as Mike.
You two.
All right,
Continue to talk.
we'll just bore John without Jared.
Oh, mine.
Okay. So actually, this next row, this is one of my favorites. And it's countering is obviously a really key skill in combat, but now you can upgrade what happens when you counter with a few different choices again. So this one's really handy. So the rain of arrows means that when you counter, you can actually gain ammo. So if you want to mix ranged combat in with your melee, this one's incredibly handy. This one feeds might, so every time you counter, especially if you stack this with what Ellie had last time of the perfect might, you can just be doing executions all over the place and just building up that might bar incredibly quickly. That's the thing, not only are there all of these individual upgrades, but there's lots of cool synergies between them and then between their gear as well. And then the third one is my other favorite, along with the other two. Fatal counter. This one means that when you counter, if you time it perfectly, right at the moment of impact, you can actually reverse it and you can kill grunts and other units as well. This one's really great for dealing with big groups of enemies.
Which one do you want, Mike?
Your choice. He's probably gonna.
I never do this one, so let's try this one.
This is my favorite. These are great. Well, they're all my favorite. So we'll dive back into some
You don't have
combat here.
favorites, but this is your favorite child.
I think that was the talk.
Oh, just quietly burning yourself to death again. Oh, it's just on the counter. So on the counter, there's. You notice the counter icon. Oh, see where it's blue?
Yeah.
So it's just perfect timing on the counter.
I gotta wait. Ah, it's hard.
Should have warned you before.
Oh, there's spiders.
Ah, spiders.
Spiders do.
The poison makes it pretty hard to escape from this situation.
There's a question for me about what's floating on the left side.
Oh, those are the icons for the gems. So if you have treasure orcs or also beasts as well, you can drop gems and then you can get them and imbue them into your items, your armor. This is a bit late for the controller as well.
How can I that talk? I got him now.
Alright.
We got a request for group life.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
So
The
once you get
timing's
that,
gotta
yeah,
be
once you get the
really
timing great, and then that also works with the multi-counters as well. So later when you
There
get
we
big
go.
battles, you can do the double counter and have, just out of one set of counters, have Celebrimbor taking someone out and Talion. So you can just like decimate groups of enemies. Yeah, it's definitely, but it is cool. Yeah, in the larger battles, that one's really cool.
We actually had a question for what tribe is she fighting right now, which would be the opportunity to talk about the
Yeah, if we-
agnostic tribe part of the grunts.
Yeah, so the tribes and basically the initiation into the tribes, getting the tribal armor, all that stuff is what they gain when they join the hierarchy, so when they get promoted. So the grunts are usually just wearing the base armor and the base gear, but the different tribes do actually tend to have different patrols through the wilderness and so on, different classes. So
Right.
if the feral tribe's in charge of the region, you're going to see more patrols of cavalry and so on. If the machine tribe is there, you're going to encounter more slaves. So the basic grunts don't belong to the tribes in the same way, but who you're actually going to encounter and what the mix of units will vary according to who's in charge. All right.
We actually have a request to die to an orc. So someone
We can
will-
die.
Yeah, just see someone become a captain.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
As I will continue to get this battery out.
We can do that first before, and then come back and take our vengeance using the next combat skill. We can even die.
Okay, swing the third button.
Yep.
Gotta add that little bit.
These guys being so passive. We got 6 weeks to fix that. That's it. This is, you already mentioned that. This is a whole build as well. And his pants! So this guy prior to this couldn't even afford pants, let alone a tribe. But now, having successfully...
What is this?
Oh no!
Oh no.
This is nothing.
Don't do it! Not the sword breaker.
Oh no!
Really gotta.
Enjoy your best quality one now.
Okay, so in this particular case as well, where he's actually smashed Ellie's weapon, which is obviously a big incentive for vengeance, but the other thing that does is all of your weapons and your gear through the gear system actually dropped according to the tribe, the traits, the class, the role, everything of that particular nemesis. So although she lost that sword, once she defeats that Olog and gets it back, it's going to be an upgraded and even more powerful version of that same weapon, so we're not taking that away. Oh, now the weather's changed as well. Now we're hunting him in the rain. Is he in the army screen?
He is not actually.
So not only does he not have his pants on, he's also absconded from the army screen with your sword. Unbelievable.
Let's look at the skill tree.
Okay. Who said we should go off script here? That was madness. So critical strikes. These are not the executions, so these are on your main X attacks. Actually, they can also be on some other attacks as well. But by timing the hits and not mashing the buttons, so basically one hit per enemy, you have a chance to do more damage or to put them into different states, so knock them down, stun them, and so on. And then on your critical strikes, we've got 3 different upgrades we can put to those as well. So actually this one, the reprisals, sort of similar to what we were seeing on the Might before, where as you're taking damage to enemies, you're becoming more powerful as well, and of course those things can stack. So as your health's going down, your chance to actually damage and take down enemies goes up. This one's cool. So this is another one that's really optimized for skillful players and big groups and epic battles. So if you keep your hit streak up above 30, you're just going to be decimating and carving through enemies and even potentially one-shotting them. This is my other favorite. So this one again is the most skilled version, where if you can sustain the timing and get the precise timing, you're really going to be able to start one-shotting those grunts and doing more damage on every shot.
Oh, that's awesome.
This one, it's probably harder to really show the difference in the context of the demo and the video and so on, but when you play, it just makes an enormous difference to the balancing of the game, depending on your play style.
Try for this one.
Yeah, and maybe we can see something if we can find a... oh yeah, go, sure. Hit streak up above 30. The challenge here is you need to have lots of enemies because you're killing them so fast that keeping it up there. Maybe there's a
Get this one back too.
mission we can head towards somewhere around. Or in the fortress. In the fortress is probably a
Run in
good
the
place
fort,
to...
raise the alarm.
Yep. Should be a good spot to take the streak up.
My voice has been returned, so I took a break. If you guys are
Another treasure.
a Little Mermaid reference, I got my magic voice from the conch again.
Blood and pain.
So we've got different combat opportunities and things in the environment as well now. So where they've basically built this factory and stuff and this logging plant outside the fortress.
Perfect.
There's still a massive barrel there. You can see.
Like his arms.
Back to
A little bit on fire.
So what ability are we showing now?
So this is the critical hit.
Right.
So this is he's got it equipped, so if we get our hit streak up to 30. So the goal here at the moment is set the alarm off, and once the alarm is off, this fortress is going to start swarming with enemies, and that's going to help
Right.
defenders as well. So you're going to find more elite and dangerous inside the fortress. And we can see down next to the mini-map there, next to the raft bar, which is the blue one, that red icon just shows that the fortress has gone to high alarm.
Shark birds.
Shark, which I forget my black speech.
Oh, what the
Enemies.
sharks?
Yeah.
Shark bird. Hey, perfect.
That the archers are going to make some damage too.
Let's see. I'm going through chats, looking for questions. So one of the side questions that I actually was, could you do like, we mentioned this last time, which was battles outside the fortresses, so that were like larger scale. We do have those. That is one. So there's questions there.
And those ones, the pitched battles, they tend to take place when there's two war chiefs fighting against each other. So the Shadow of Mordor always have. Oh, right, I feel guilty. I don't want to interrupt. Oh, there it is.
So to remind you guys what's going on, Ellie's trying to get over 30 hit streak, and then it will give her an increased critical hit chance. But we were interrupting her and weren't being quiet enough.
Good way to get that counter up is the flurry. So like the B stun sets them up and you can really get it down.
Absolutely. Jumping over.
Dying too
They're so
fast.
afraid of me though, they're running away.
Stop being as good. I think actually, like creating a lot of like quick kill or like perfect Y hits and stuff like that is actually detrimental to building up your hit streak. So this would be
Yeah, and there are tensions between those. That's why
Right.
you can really create different builds depending on
how you choose to play.
play style as well.
Right.
And sometimes not killing the grunts as quickly so that you can build your might bar up further is really what you want if you want to focus on taking down the captains and
Right.
the boss enemies as well. So really, like later in the game, as you become ridiculously powerful, the grunts almost become a resource that you're going to use in combat, and the focus totally switches to, all right, so now,
Oh, 46.
basically, every hit with the X now, we can start getting like,
Oh, you're a 2 again!
ah!
Let's see. From Google Ethnaty, will there be a... Let's see. Oh, no, that was too good. That was Aslar Must Live On. There won't be a demo. There's I mean, our plan right now is at E3 there will be a playable demo, but it's not going to be like a beta you can download or something like that. It's, at E3 we'll have a playable demo that's there.
Yep.
And
Presumably other,
yeah.
shows after that. So there were definitely, hopefully, chances for people to get their hands on the game before it comes out.
yeah, that dash is cool because you can dash through people sometimes too.
Oh, sorry.
They can hear you, Mike.
I keep forgetting that. Feels like we're alone in here.
In a little bit. I think so. This is something that we wanted to have just at least to give a snippet. So we got a couple people were asking about the October delay, and I mean the reason why we have a delay is because we want to polish the game and make it better for you. Like that's inherently the reason. It's
Yeah, and we can see, I mean, this build's old now, and just the
Right.
number of things we see here that we know we've already fixed, whether it's graphical or gameplay or AI. I think the thing for us that we've learned in the course of doing this game is just how much bigger it is than Shadow of Mordor in every dimension. So
Yeah.
the size of the game, the number of enemies, the complexity of the combat system,
Absolutely.
the nemesis system. So the process of actually testing and debugging and fixing that is just absolutely massive. And
Oh, yeah.
we know we have to, when this game ships, the level of polish and stability and balance has to be better than we did on Shadow of Mordor. So we've got this really high bar that we have to beat.
Right.
But
exactly.
sounds easy when you say it like that, but it's just a phenomenal amount of work.
Oh, dude. Let's
All right,
let's
next.
pick another one.
How long we got?
We have about 5 minutes.
Oh wow, okay, and we're only halfway through the trick. These three are my absolute favourites. So the ground finisher is any enemy that's knocked down, you can execute them, which is a really powerful ability.
Right.
The thing is, you can be interrupted while you're doing that. So the base level of this ability, you can't really exploit it too much. You've got to make sure you've got enough room, or you've thrown the enemy to the ground and
Right.
knocked over other guys. But all of these upgrades really allow you to make that a core part of the combat. Fury, this is really fun. This is the kind of actually it's an Easter egg to the Hyperion. I think it was Hyperion Rush in God of War. Too late. It might have been one of the PSP ones, but it's just so awesome.
Just
The
such a good move.
Yeah, and lets you build your hit streak up as
Right.
you're taking these guys down.
Builds up your might as well.
Yep.
It's my personal favorite.
All right, we'll totally show that one, but we'll have a quick look at the others because they're cool as well. The Wraith Shield. This is really handy because now while you're doing the ground takedown, you can still counter.
Right.
So, which means you can actually, if you're using that, it's particularly effective against captains, nemesis enemies, especially if they're resistant to execution.
Oh yeah.
So that really cuts off a lot of your options in combat. But now, if you can knock them down, you can do a lot of damage
Right.
with the ground takedown and still counter.
My personal favorite, actually. Yeah.
The third one, this actually is my favorite.
What's it?
This is the drain. So now, after you've knocked them down in combat, you can use the Wraith abilities to either drain them, which means
Right.
you're going to recover resources, health, whatever. But once you've upgraded and you've got the ring and you can brand them, this is a really great way to quickly dominate enemies and actually
yeah.
turn them to be on your side in combat.
And get health, right?
Yes, yeah. So once you upgrade to have the branding as well, you don't lose the drain and the sort of resource gathering. We actually got rid of flowers since Shadow of Mordor. Flowers used to be one of our
vegetables?
health mechanics, but now orcs are your flowers. So when you want to pluck a little flower, you do it.
Pluck their face.
Yeah, you pluck their face.
Cool.
Their pretty little face.
So should we do one of those?
All right.
Since we've seen the flurry and the fury. Professor Grimm, I'm a botany. Yeah. We have now the orcs are your botany.
These little hands.
It hurts.
Okay.
Alright, knock him down. We need to knock somebody down and also have a dude attacking you from behind. They
It's
waited.
just covering his eyes.
There it is.
Good on you, Celebrimbor.
Alright, let's grab another one.
Okay.
Because we're trying to push through since we only have a short amount of time.
And now, of course, as we're going along here, we're getting into the more powerful and more advanced skills.
Oh yeah. Punching. Too infuriating. How quick? You know, combined with the
Incredibly powerful.
yeah, what was it? The relentless might.
Yep.
It's that very quickly, immediately have a might built up.
Yeah, and then so from that one guy on the ground, then we're back out of that,
Right.
and huge AoE. And then, I don't know if you noticed, we're not showing this, but on the AoEs, you can upgrade them so you can set guys on fire or poison or freeze them as well.
Oh yes. Perfect.
I like when you throw the guys. It's not just getting them on the ground, you can also use it to knock down enemies as well.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Or use them to...
There we go. There's ground drain. Cool. So that's another way to basically quickly get your health back, because otherwise you'd have to use like a cord, like AOB or something, to do the combat dominate.
Yeah, which means you're spending all of
Combat
your
drain,
might,
yeah.
or you have to take more time to do it. So it's
Right.
a really fast way. But all of these just add up. You just grow so enormously in combat as you go through. But the enemies are becoming a lot more powerful than they were last time as
Oh,
well.
indeed. So we now have the brutal aggression.
Yeah,
you can
so
do-
we already had all of the base skills unlocked. So Ellie already had the level 2 of the might. And so brutal attacks, what they do is they actually spread fear as well.
Right.
So as well as doing more damage, if you're going to use it against a captain, if you're using it against a grunt, it can now actually terrify and kind of clear out guys. Oh yeah, this one's cool.
So I was just gonna say, I see there's a bunch of people who are asking if we're gonna go off to kill the Swordbreaker, and it was one of those moments. It's like, so this is a pre-E3 build, and for whatever reason, Swordbreaker is hiding from us right now.
I think it
And
was
so-
his embarrassment over the fact that he had the other thing where he'd forgotten his pants.
He forgot his pants,
Right.
and he was. It's
There's
like
no way.
it's like having that dream where you wake up in high school and you're not wearing pants, and then you find out you're on a stream. Like,
Yeah.
just combo. So we're not gonna be able to do that right now. I'm sorry. So we will continue, but the Wraith execution is gonna be fantastic.
Check this one out really quick.
How many can you get?
The cool thing is it uses focus. So
Right.
focus is the resource that enables you to slow time when you're hovering in the air for range and so on. But it also is used for the dash skill, and it's also what you use. So if you're upgrading the focus, you're upgrading the core stat for that is on the ring.
Right.
So the more focus you have, the more you can chain together.
Right. So I guess the next question is, Ellie, how many can you get for this weight execution? Right. It's you might want to try switching to a different one of the Mind Cane, or do that Fury attack again. That was a really good way to play. Oh, this is. I am sorry. So we got one.
Oh, one more.
Yes, that was a good demonstration of what it was.
And you can aim that, so it goes into slow-mo while you're doing it as well. So you pick the next up. And the similar ones are those off stealth kills as well.
Oh, right.
You still got the recoil. Oh, it's really cool. Anyway, and alright, we're gonna make it to the end. What's our last?
Cool. This is the fire
You have
takes
to
over.
die again.
You're gonna have to die again. Try somebody else. Let's see. So retaliation. Ah,
Hang on,
interesting.
did we show the other upgrade on the brutality?
No,
Oh
no, no.
yes. So this is so rather than chaining them together,
Mm-hmm.
now when you do your executions, they don't fully drain the buff. So now you
Right.
can do more normal executions as well.
So it gives you the opportunity because it goes for all abilities. So anything that you're trying to use.
Yep, and plus, yeah. So if you want to mix it up and do the AOE in conjunction with the execution, or
Right.
again, if you're particularly focused on a captain, so it's not that you're trying to take down a group of grunts.
Do you want to check that one out, or
Cool.
do you?
So
last
We'll go on to that.
We have this is going to be our last skill because we're technically 2 minutes over.
Okay. So we have our last chance. Actually, something we've added since this build is you can now keep track of how many last chances you have remaining as well. But what this lets you do is different upgrades to what happens as the result of being successful at the last chance as well. So you can have an additional last chance, which obviously makes the game significantly easier.
Right.
Unless you meet some bastard orc who gives you no chance and just kills you anyway. Draining the attacker.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, so this means you're actually not only going to survive, but you're going to come back with another ally on your side. And then full might on the last chance as well. The advantage of that one is you're now back into the fight, but you're back into the fight and ready to do an execution or other AoE and otherwise take vengeance on the guy who just knocked you down.
Oh, fantastic. And I like how that has the skill bit where you have to, on a perfect last chance.
Yes.
So, Ellie, you think you can do it?
And perfect.
Actually, no, I'm not good at these.
Oh.
I can try.
You can try one of the other ones.
Okay. Let's try this one. That's the coolest one.
It is a little chaotic. I mean, your health's really low, though, so
Yeah.
that's actually maybe a good idea to stay down there. All the fire propagating.
Just want to call that as well. F5 is better. But the having the fire propagate burn its way through these fortresses and then ignite the other barrels of the oil.
Right.
That's awesome. So the perfect's going to be the little circle.
Close, close.
Got two left.
Try two, try two. We'll see it from the fantastic Ellie's gun. Just hanging out with your bros now. On fire. So I love how the fire is just like propagating to enough that people stand in it long enough just end up getting burned. Alright, here we go. It's all you, Ellie. Oh, yeah, we didn't see that. Ook, book!
Yeah, you can't believe it. I'm on a stream.
Talk Slayer!
Good for Ook. This was.
Quite like the sound of that. Talk Slayer! From now on, I will be known as the Talk Slayer!
For everybody at home, we don't have any audio coming from the TV, so we just watched an orc just mouth at us for a little bit, and we're just like, yeah, we know what he says. We've heard it so many times. But anyway, so that is what we have to show you guys today for as far as like what abilities we have and kind of a little bit more of gameplay. We'll have another stream next. Press. Go ahead and flip over to it. Woo! Look at us. We're living in a beautiful place.
So here we are on the island in the Sea of Nirn. And what we're going to do today is we are going to conquer that fortress over there. But I'm allowed to say that we're going to make this interactive, that these guys are going to jump in and vote and actually choose how it is that we go about taking down this fortress. So we're just up on one of the Seeing Stone towers here, looking out over the region. That's an outpost over to the right. So these are different outposts, like the strongholds we would have had in the open world in Shadow of Mordor. So there's a whole open world, obviously, here to explore, hunt down orcs, play the story, go after the collectibles, craft your gear. But today we're just going to initially focus on the fortress. So let's go.
All right, let's actually go for a walk through this point up to the Fortress Assault. So let's take our time. I mean, punch an orc or two if they get in your way.
Oh, yeah, just over on the left here as well.
Oh.
If you just have a quick look, just to the left, just we can look through the, maybe we'll just go for a little view. The forest, so we've also done a lot with the vegetation through the whole region. So there's a whole bunch of things we could explore and story. Oh, look out. Get out of it. Take him down. Through the forest. So yeah, we've really done a lot with the vegetation, the wildlife that's down there, the missions we can pursue. But we will stay on target for the fortress.
Stay on target. Stay on target. Okay, gotta do those references. So anyway, that was the Celebrimbor hammer and then Flurry Strike with final with a whap, right? Like,
yeah, to follow through. And so one of the upgrades we've done is you can now use ice as a part of your sort of combat repertoire with the Bright Lord and with the hammer and so on as well.
Right.
You can see an orc is actually emerging out of the little latrine over there. So
what? Orc's gotta poop.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Actually, as we come to the outpost as well as the fortresses, depending on which tribe is in charge of the region, that'll actually affect what orcs we can meet here, or how it's decorated as well. Got little rats running around. You can actually use those guys for health, the rats too.
Drain the rat. Oh!
Yeah. Drain the rat is a common Mordor saying. Meaning any number of things. So we can see the banner there.
To say.
We're going after, this is a warmonger fortress. You can see those huge axes they've decorated their towers with. The banners here. Something else that's actually quite cool. Oh, this is another move. I love this one. Once you've got them down on the ground, you can go into sort of a flurry of blows as Celebrimbor to finish them off. One other thing. Actually, if you just look back up the outpost we're at, see if you can drop those.
Drop the wood?
There was the wood there as well. So we've got different opportunities in the environment to affect the enemies too. So, is anyone under it? No one's under it at the moment, but we can show it off anyway.
Apparently my grandmother is watching. Hi, Mimi. Nice to see you.
Hello, Jared's grandma.
This is Mike. He's a great guy. All right, so I see a couple of you guys are bringing up that you're sorry about the rat dying. It's
this
okay.
is a treasure orc.
Oh, the treasure orc? Yeah, check it
Yeah,
out.
so you take this guy up. This is really handy. So he's actually dropped a labeling elementary class gem. And the gems you can use to slot into your weapons and armor to give them additional upgrades and stats. And the red ones are generally, it's a warrior gem.
Right.
So they're going to help with mostly your attacking stats.
Awesome. Can we slot it in?
Yeah, sure. So we'll
do it.
unlock slot.
So before we jump in there, as a heads up to everybody who's talking about audio, we'll be dropping the audio back down to a certain level when we hit when we actually start the Fortress Assault, because it's very loud, right, when you start Fortress Assaults. So just so you guys are aware, we'll keep moving the audio up now as you guys are responding to it, but we will push it back at one point because we want you guys to hear what we have to say. So,
especially your Nana.
Oh, please. Yes. I don't call her my Nana. I call her Mimi.
All right, Mimi. Okay. So we've got this warrior's gem. Put that into the sword, the bow. Oh, there we go. So 10% damage. That's going to be handy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we'll continue on our way towards the fortress.
Yeah.
You can see where the orcs have actually cleared all the forest here in front of the fortress.
I'm doing some work now.
Yes. So they've pretty much eaten all of the humans that used to live here. So in Shadow of Mordor around here we had Lothariel and the tribesmen and so on. But they're pretty much done for, so they've had to rely on other orcs for their
orcs gonna eat.
leader. This is actually another really nice example of the vegetation now, so we can use that for stealth as well.
Okay.
So come up.
Atlee, we have a request that you grow a facial beard like all of us on stream.
I gotta work on that.
Borrow mine.
That'd be fun.
Feel that off. Cool. Okay. Thank you.
Nice.
So before we just launch the assault, we're just going to go into the army screen. And just give a little bit of a tour of some of the orcs. Actually, if we come down and see the followers, it's just nice to have the chance to go and show some of the things we've added.
We're gonna add a follower too, so that's one of the things. So
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
let's look at a couple guys that look cool.
These
For,
are- yeah.
I mean, like Mr. Antlers here.
The thing we've been able to just expand so much is just the amount of flair and outfits and characters and traits and abilities, just really blowing it out. And I think what's cool this time, so this is just a random guy we zoomed in on. So he's Arbinu of the Beasts. He's Feral Tribe. He's a Beast Master. I bet if we go and look at his traits, yeah, he's got a Caragor pack with him.
that's awesome.
He's a Beast Slayer. So now it's not just like last time. They looked varied and they looked individual and they had
Right.
lots of characteristics, but it was a bit random. This time, really are creating these varied and procedural characters, and you can have one look at this guy and it's a Beast Master. Oh, who can do it?
That's awesome.
Yeah, who's that other Olive there?
Yeah, a log too.
No, he's not our follower.
Oh,
Oh, still look at him. Hisu?
wow.
Oh, our
Mystic
Hisu, excuse me.
Destroyer. So again, we can see he's a destroyer. He's got the bandolier of grenades, so he's going to be detonating things everywhere.
Right.
Mystic Tribe, so he's wearing the mask. He's going to be really dangerous. Although he does, he is sick, so he's particularly vulnerable to poison. So
He's
that's
scared of
something we can-
Caragors.
Makes sense. Caragors are pretty dangerous.
Oh. Tell Jared it's his other grandmother. Hi, Nana. It is actually Nana that time. Hi.
Go to the front of the skull, though. I think it's cool too. Sorry, I just love. We just basically, I do this a lot. Just roll different hierarchies and just
Right.
check them out and just keep looking through the orcs. And you can do this for hours and
Oh.
just never see two guys that are the same.
Totally.
Yeah. So again, he's an archer trainer. He's a specialist. So he's actually lower rank, so he hasn't got his gang yet. But I bet if this guy survives and moves his way up, he's going to have a
Absolutely.
gang of archers with
Pretty
him.
strong.
Oh, he is.
Oh, look at the power shot and quick shot.
Yeah, he's definitely worth training archers with.
That's pretty awesome.
It's cool. All right. Anyway, onwards.
Well, let's choose someone for a bodyguard, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
bodyguards, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, bodyguards.
I mean, or maybe we should actually look at the strengths and weaknesses first, and then choose someone who will like.
Are we going to choose, or are we going to let these guys choose?
We'll choose the bodyguard simply because there's the number of them, but then they'll be able to choose who they want as the overlord once we get
Okay.
that far.
So we've got a bunch of guys here who are already our followers. So we already looked at Urbinu. He's
Right.
pretty awesome. Executioner.
Let's actually also check out the overlord and war chiefs too, because then we can find the one that's like perfect to kill the overlord. Because I want to bring the bodyguard in when we're fighting the overlord.
It's a good match. Yeah, sure. Let's check out his weaknesses. So Og the Elder. He's been around for a while.
Do we have any Morgai flies or Graug followers? Ah,
You can actually summon Graugs.
That's
so
true.
if we had that skill, we could bring a Graug in, or yeah, that could work.
that could work.
Flies are going to be more difficult depending on the state that he keeps his throne room in.
Right, that would be pretty interesting.
Fear of pinning. That's a pretty good one to be able to
Right.
exploit.
That'll be a good
Can
one.
use
to do.
ranged. What are his strengths?
Yeah, because he's a legendary with 2 epic traits. So.
Great strength. So getting
Okay.
hit by him's really going to hurt.
Right.
And throwing knives. Okay, so yeah, he's pretty active in combat.
It's pretty good. What's the immunities that he has? So no chance. Ooh. Okay.
So he's living up again. He's an assassin. So
Right.
this is a guy who's going to get in fast, knock you down quickly, finish you off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ellie has got her work.
This guy actually might
Yeah.
be pretty hard.
It might be a hard
Awesome.
one. Oh, that's sweet. All right.
All right,
What's
so-
the farthest 2 over?
Stand.
Execution.
Oh wow.
No YB.
That's how he got to be the
Very
elder.
wise.
See,
Oh,
this
makes
guy's
sense.
this guy's a
Tough.
survivor.
Yeah.
Be a big fish. You don't let yourself get caught. To be an old orc, don't get killed.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and last stand. Oof. Good luck.
Yeah, this will be fun. So someone who can maybe dish out a lot of damage, take some of the heat.
Oh, that's,
Killer?
Great killer.
oh, that's awesome. Oh, this guy looks sick.
Yeah, specialized monster slayer.
Craven.
Craven though.
Yeah, he'll probably.
So as soon as he
wanna bring
sees
him
the
in?
elder, quite
Out.
wisely is
Oh,
going
we
to
don't
be
want
out of there.
Okay, yeah, I want to do Craven.
I use a lot of fire-based attacks, so I don't want him to get afraid.
All right, that one's out.
Get afraid.
Oh, fine, yeah, absolutely.
Respect your elders, kids.
Yeah.
Don't run up and murder your elders.
We don't want that.
Agreed. I mean, I love the antler guy, honestly. Mortally flammable. What was that about fire again?
could provide a convenient distraction as he burns to death. Plus, as he burns to death, you would get loot.
That's true.
So his death might help.
I mean, that's one way. I don't know though. What about we got a guy all the way on the far right, Archer, Scoff the Damned. We won't be executing him, but he's flammable as well. So, I don't know.
What's his strengths? Cursed.
The other guy was curse immune though.
Yeah.
The Overlord was curse immune.
He's pretty tough. He might be alright in the battle. Like, he's probably a pretty good choice on our assault team.
Oh, in the assault team, yeah.
Yeah. Before we get to the
Right.
Overlord.
Actually, to fill everybody in, this is a very normal thing to be doing in Shadow of War, where you look at the strengths and weaknesses and you're trying to figure out which guys complement or can take advantage of a lot of these problems. Like as Ellie put it, we use fire a lot. The guy is mortally wounded by fire. Not a good combo. This guy's beast fodder, which he's
not going to need to face in there, so that's fine.
That's not bad.
He's got a gang.
Oh, that's
spearmen.
awesome.
That's actually going to be really handy in the.
I think this guy.
This guy might be a good bodyguard, yeah. But I wouldn't necessarily put him into the fight because they have 2 Karagor riders in the fight.
Yep. So save
Well,
him.
if he's our bodyguard, we'll summon him in.
Right.
The Overlord.
Right.
Actually, so making the bodyguards as simple as just going into the army screen, hitting the command button, which is Y on there, and just confirming. And then once you have the bodyguard, you can summon him to fight alongside you at any time.
Right.
And the mounts work in the same way. So if we'd unlock the summon Graug skill, we'd be in really good shape.
Right.
This is going to be good.
This is a good one. Terrified of burn. You don't need to look at anything else. That's enough. Ellie is our best Shadow of War player, so she comes in and has no problem with anything. So there you go. But yeah, let's. So we're actually coming up to our first vote now. The first vote is going to be whether we're going to assault directly or whether we're going to go against the War Chief. So you guys will be able to see vote assault and vote War Chief. Woe Chief. You'll be able to see vote assault or vote War Chief as an option. And so the idea is if you want to do the straight assault, which is what we have up here, you have that option. Or if you guys want to take out a War Chief and pull them out and then fight them kind of in a one-on-one kind of thing, remove them, and then have an easier attack. We see assaults currently at 70%, so that might be what we'll do. We could also potentially do the take out the War Chief later as well, so it could be either any direction really.
And if we do actually assault, and in the course of the assault we manage to take down some of these War Chiefs, and then if Ellie, it's not going to happen, but if she was to die and time moves forward, then those guys are going to stay dead. So you can actually advance time and make progress even if you do fail the assault.
Cool.
That's pretty.
It's looking pretty assault.
Okay.
We still have a couple more moments of people voting, so let's give them a few more seconds. And I think as we do this, so I do want Ellie to die once to show what it's like.
Okay.
And so you can
This
do
is
it kind
a
of
pretty
like
hard hierarchy, though, Jared.
It is.
feeling like there is a chance of legitimate
that
death.
Overlord.
Just
yeah.
save it, but he's now set you up. So any case in which you do actually die,
I know.
oh, that was clearly on
Perfect.
purpose. That was for Jared and his man.
Aw, darn yeah. Let's see. So looking through as people are going through, let's do one more refresh and see where it is. Assault. We're gonna do an assault first.
Okay.
So we could potentially, if you were to die, we could have that option as just as a second up kind of thing that we can do. It's just like, well, you died once, and then we do a War Chief just so people can experience it. Or you can live, whatever. We have like 40 more minutes to go, so however we sort of choose to do it.
Well, if we get through it and we manage to defeat him, then we can sort of attack it again in a different way.
There is that. So let's go ahead and start choosing some of the abilities, but once we get to 18 down there, this is actually for them to choose.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Booble the Handsome, what a name! I love it.
It's not ironic at all.
No, he's beautiful.
He's an assassin and he's mounted.
Right.
And basically, for every assault leader that we bring in to help Ellie take down this fortress, that also gives us the option to upgrade our attacking army. So either to bring additional forces in, or to bring some other sort of upgrade, or artillery, or beasts.
Awesome.
So this first slot where we have Boobol, this enables us.
The Handsome.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Enables us to bring in some additional troops. So sappers, these are like basically that guy who was at the Battle of Helm's Deep who ran up, detonated the wall.
Oh yeah.
Boom. So they're pretty great for helping us breach in through the gates. Mounted cavalry. The thing with Karagors as cavalry versus horses is they can climb. So this cavalry actually sort of living siege ladders. They can go up and over the walls.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then finally, Olog High, who've got these massive clubs. So once again, these are our version of battering rams, as
Right.
well as being really powerful in combat as well.
Okay. We can choose whatever one we want to do for this one at the moment. Like, so they have stone walls. I mean, if we have anybody, they had 2 Karagors, so I wouldn't necessarily do mana Karagors if they don't have anybody who's hurt by beasts, like a beast fodder guy. So like, but let's do whatever's coolest.
So they've got really powerful gates and they've got stone walls. So that's probably going to mean even with the sappers, it's going to be hard to blow those up.
Right. So maybe actually a Karagor one.
That'll get us over the walls. Maybe take out some of the archers that are lining the walls. So it seems like a fine
Okay.
choice.
Let's do it.
And then in the second slot, again, now we've got a choice of more troops. These are combat troops, so savages. These are dual-wielding, axe-wielding guys, so really up close and carving their way through the defenders.
Right.
Defenders have got shields. They're going to absorb more incoming fire from archers, soak up more damage. So
Right.
if we can get in and have a breach and have these guys around us at the victory point, they're going to basically playing more on defense or attack.
Okay.
And hunters are spearmen. So if we were facing enemy Karagors, enemy
Right.
Ologs, different creatures, they're really effective at standing back and taking those down.
That's awesome. Since we have 2 Karagor riders, should we do something like Hunter Host? But then we also have savages as our opponents' troops that they're bringing in. So strategically, which direction do we?
All
Whatever's
Ellie.
coolest to you. Ellie, it's all you.
I usually like to bring defenders.
All right.
Soak up some damage, yeah. Good. And now, and this thing, the number of assault leaders that you're bringing with you,
Right.
that actually grows as the game goes on, as we get deeper into the story, as the armies get larger. So here, we're probably about halfway through the story. So that's where we've got the 4 assault leaders. But later in the story, and then as through other upgrades, we can bring as many as 6, and then we've even got additional army upgrades that we can bring in board
That's awesome.
as well. So the third slot is our artillery, and they're these massive siege beasts, so giants with big ballistas on their back. And what we can choose now is what sort of ammunition to equip them with. So fire is obviously great for just spreading general damage.
Right.
Poison's really effective, both against troops, but also if we had any enemies we were facing that had a weakness to fire. And curse spreads terror among the enemies, and again is a good one to look for if they have particular weaknesses. We got curse.
I'm gonna
Cool.
go
Go
curse.
with that.
Damn it, Andy! Is some of the comments. Vote pants. Yeah, I like it. So we're going curse. Yeah, let's do curse.
And last, but by absolutely no means least, there's creatures. This is probably the hardest choice because they're all really awesome.
And this will also be
Big
where you
ones.
guys will vote on this. So let Mike go through the discussion. I'm actually gonna set up the vote, so we can do this. I would go off screen, but I like being. Actually, yeah. Go ahead, Mike. I'll get off screen for this.
So the thing with the wild drake, this is a fire-breathing young dragon, and the thing with that, he is wild. He's not tame, so he's going to be spreading chaos among our troops and among the enemy troops. But if Ellie breaks him, then we'll also be able to take him over and ride him around and use him in combat as well. The Wargraug is a little different. He's actually tame, so he's a massive, hulking giant who can also climb towers, take down enemy artillery, help us claim victory points. So he's pretty awesome if we want to go King Kong. And Shelob's brood. These are sort of swarms of these big spiders that can really wreak havoc among enemy troops. So spiders, giant Graug, or a wild and perilous drake.
All right, so I just opened the vote for you guys to make that decision. So all of you guys who are hitting vote spiders prior to him finishing, you didn't vote yet, so do it again. And it'll count your votes. It won't recount, and you can change votes as well if you want to.
These are cool.
They love
So,
the spiders.
Spiders
yeah.
are cool.
You were
so-
right, Jared.
I told you, yeah.
Yeah.
We're also.
I was like, who isn't going to want a drake?
I mean, I know.
Well, actually,
Look
the
at
Graug,
this.
yeah.
See this?
Oh my gosh. No Drake, you guys, come on.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Spiders is currently
Oh.
at 82%.
Wow,
I
spiders
think
are awesome.
spiders it is.
Hold on, let's let
Oh,
them.
oh, wait.
I want to see the
Good
final
chance.
choice, but 79.6 guys. Look, it's gaining. Something else is.
Oh.
Graug and Drake are actually pretty close at like 8 and 10%. So, but yeah, I know my chat. It's
Drake's awesome. That's great. Spiders. It's a good choice.
All the choices are good.
Yeah,
you have disappointed them slightly.
No. I was actually hoping for the spider. I'm just surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you haven't disappointed at all. It's moved to 75.6% though. So as you can see, not at all close.
All right, let's do it.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do spiders. We're gonna close that one out. I feel so proud you guys didn't let me down. It was just like, they're gonna do spiders. I'm convinced it's gonna be spiders. So we stopped the vote, so now we're doing spiders. And I mean, one thing, for those of you guys who are interested in Graugs, because there was about 10% of you that I saw doing Graugs, there are siege beasts that we can climb up. And actually, let's ride one. I think that would be
We
really
can
cool.
try. We can't guarantee these things. It's going to be chaotic.
Oh yeah, sometimes
Who
they
knows?
die in the very
Yes.
beginning.
It's not like we've scripted this in any way, shape, or
Right.
form. Anything can happen.
If we catch one in time, let's try to ride one.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So fun not knowing how these are going to turn out.
Oh, totally. Also, it's hard to hear us at this point, and let's
Oh, okay.
I'll change the volume, but so right now they all hear this. But when they all start talking, same rules handling. We no comments during any orc conversation.
My lads told me you brought an army with you. I'm looking, and I don't see anything I'd call an army. You will not capture our fortress this day. Not our keep, not our walls. Your bodies will be ripped to pieces, pressed into the mud before our mighty gates.
Now's the time to strike, boss. On your order, of course.
They should thank us for bringing war to their gates. Instead, they spout nonsense. I say we should go in there and teach them some manners.
All right. Oh yeah, that helmet's been gotten pretty popular because you can't see through it really.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun. Spider shell rule.
Okay, what are we going to do first? So there we can see the curse. Oh, there actually, they have the poison artillery.
Right.
So you can actually, if you can shoot or if Ellie can shoot the ammo packs on the back, that's a really good way to weaken these guys as
Right.
well.
We also have our own.
We can mount our own siege beast and actually use that as artillery, so we can fire these cursed projectiles.
All right.
You can actually see that if you see the first victory point near that A,
Yeah.
a bunch of these guys are already dazed.
Right.
I bet that's the spiders already in there, just spreading some chaos.
I mean, to quote
Yeah.
Sir Spiffy, we bring spooters. So, yeah, let's bring them in.
Okay, so now the siege beast has had the artillery blasted off his back, and that enables us to take over, ride him, and actually climb straight over these walls.
Oh, I love
Maybe even
that
take
sprint.
out some of the enemy artillery.
I think you
See,
already
there we
took him
go.
out already.
Oh, he's broken. Oh,
There you go.
look at that. Boom.
Oh, now they're gonna do the punching battle.
Oh.
Oh. I love. Man, it's like they're. Oh, that
And
was
he's
out.
done. So we've actually can destroy their artillery, and then yeah,
Might as well. Oh, I love that they're doing like the sucker punch. Turtle fight. Close ogre Plaguebringer.
Also, while Ellie was up there busy taking out those Graugs, you can see around that victory point, one of our followers is bleeding out. So if you see the bleeding over the top,
Yeah.
and then the circle that's bleeding out, so these guys can obviously...
love to blunder your way into our fort, but you don't get very far. And you don't blunder back out alive.
Let's see about that.
So I like rock and sock and grog bots. That's
yeah, exactly.
This time, little help.
His name was Bootlick.
Yep. So he is quite wisely taking off, and now see that guy that was broken by the Graug
Ooh.
in combat. I think is he
Oh, is
who
this
we
my
looked
guy?
at before. Yeah, that's the Drake Slayer.
Oh,
that
that's
we checked
awesome.
out before. So now,
That's our guy.
oh, he's now.
I aimed at the wrong
Oh, you did? Did
Yeah.
you shadow Brand?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, of course. I was
Shadow
gonna say,
dominated
I thought
the wrong
he was
guy.
one of our
Right.
followers.
No,
so
he's our guy.
just
Here
show
we
him
go,
who's
here we go.
boss. Yeah, the guy with the broken
There we
icon.
go.
Oh,
Got a high five in the face.
painted. So we can recruit him. We can shame him just to give him a lesson and hunt him down later in the world, or let him go and fight him to the death if we want that sweet gear. But it's all.
I mean,
He looks really cool.
I love
think I need
the
him on
body
my
paint.
army.
That's really cool. Yeah.
We need him.
Some people are saying shame, shame,
Yeah.
shame.
We'll shame. Don't worry, guys. I'm a big fan of shame.
Skak the Painted. Come on, he's so cool.
He is pretty
We got it.
You want to try to save the guy who's right at your feet? Oh, never mind.
Whew. It's a random grunt. Got that shot in too. Oh, nice use of the AoE. Another upgrade we've got now is you can add the different elemental effects onto the Elven Light, the
Right.
AoE, so you can use that to poison or to freeze, or in this case to start a fire around the victory point.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's chaos. It's awesome. And so now, the help of the followers fills up that first victory point. Claimed it. There's another broken guy back there too.
Oh, that's worth it.
Oh, is it? Oh, sweet. You should will shame this one for all of you. Did I hear a knock at the door? I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe Andy's coming back.
First guy that had the audacity to tell Ellie she wasn't going to take this for.
Yeah. So as you guys requested, we'll shame now.
Yep.
14.
So that really messes with their mind, but he's going to survive. He's back out there in the region. When we meet him later, he's going to remember this. So it's a really good way to build up and develop more stories with these guys. Our movement can now rapidly climb up the side of buildings, and of course we have the double jump and we have the aerial slow-mo. So,
Oh no!
I tried.
Nazu!
the execution. But even that, so a few things now. He's dead, so here's that nice bow that he's left for us. Oh, and a rare rune to upgrade the ring with as well.
Nazu actually left the room. One of our, the painted guy that we just dominated, just killed the other captain, and that's how we got that bow. It's just,
Nice.
just in the corner. I was like, oh, look at that. That was sick.
And so on the Ring of Power, on the new ring, the key stat that's on that is your focus, which affects the slow-mo. So that's your ability to slow time in range, but also to use other moves like the dash and the sprint. Oh yeah, and we've got the other trait as well. So the thing we get now that's quite fun is on the rare or above items, we can see that says the Lunar Rune, and that came from Nazu the Executioner.
Right.
Now we have a challenge on that, where if which actually this particular challenge, a fort assault, is a nice place to have this. If our followers defeat 3 enemies, we'll then unlock an extra attribute where all of our allies are going to take 10% less damage.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that will really immortalize Nazu the Executioner because it unlocks his name and a little quote from him as well. So on Shadow of Mordor, we'd find people would get these relationships with these orcs and kind of be a little sad when they finally killed them and wanted a way to remember them. So now the way you can remember them forever is through your favorite gear and your loot and actually immortalizing them.
I love the idea of just looking at your sword. It's like, I miss you.
I miss you.
Slash,
bang,
slash,
bang, bang. Yeah, it's very okay.
Everybody's saying it's like Aslar, Natsu. they fell in love with Azu.
Yeah, but even like the Demolisher, like that gear that we got from him, well, he will live forever.
Ooh.
Oh, better bow.
Yeah, a little bit better. Let's see.
The captions.
You're having a developing fan club, Ellie.
Cool.
Press F to pay respect. That's right.
Oh, is that a collectible or is that money?
It looks. Up above. That's actually one of the talking collectibles.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't grab that now. But in the future, the little Gondorian icon there with the tree and the crescent moon, that's one of the collectibles to get and learn more about the background and the history. So our mounted combat on the Caragors, we've expanded that a lot as well now. So you can also use the glaive and the spear. And you can build up your might bar. The might bar is the orange one above the mini-map to enable you to do special moves and execution kills and all enemies.
Like stabbing in the leg.
And yes.
Oh no, Caragor down!
You will
right across the grounds of this fort. A feast for the seething maggots.
It's hard to actually see the exact detail on that guy, but if you look really closely, he's actually got individual little
You can see the
maggots
maggots in there.
squirming around in
Oh.
the pits in his flesh.
It is gross.
And his name's Wormwicker, so he likes to be on.
He likes it.
To lick his own maggots.
Metawing, no, you can't ride the spiders. Oh, you're doing this part again. So that gains you a lot of might, which is what's really nice about it.
Yeah, and builds up your hit counter. It's
Right.
a really good move in combat.
Ooh.
I'll give him a favour. It looks painful.
I don't know, he's the Wormwicker. He's into that kind of thing.
What do we get? What's the Wormwicker going to give us? Okay. Oh, dagger. And so now, third victory point is captured, and all of the war chiefs are defeated. The rest of the army's actually surrendered at this point, so it's really
Right.
handy if you want to just go around. You can find one of the enemies and just drain them. Get your health ready for the final battle.
Right.
Probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Actually, so time-wise, we've been on about half an hour. So, I mean, we had the discussion about, someone who asked about spiders, there's a spider right back there.
Oh wow! In the chaos.
Yeah, you can see these
Oh,
guys.
he's cheering for us.
Yeah, I think it's the really cute when they actually. Oh, well, he's dead. You killed the spider. But yeah, at the end they kind of like cheer, which I think is really cute.
Well, and the other guy and the enemies that are defeated will kneel down, so you can just walk up to them and add them to your army as
Take 'em
well.
right then.
Yeah.
So, well, my
I
point.
totally forgot the spiders.
It's okay.
And they
I
were
saw
there
a couple.
spreading chaos.
Yeah, I
They
saw
at the
helped us a
start.
lot though.
Yep.
That first point.
Oh yeah, that first point when everybody was
They really
dazed,
helped.
that was actually
Yeah.
them. Yeah. But she killed the spooter. No spooters. So, well, my point was, is if we, like, it's only been about half an hour and we have about an hour to do stuff, so that might give us an opportunity to try to do a reroll, maybe either charge through as quickly as it can,
We're
or...
gonna get the Overlord first though, right?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say,
Oh,
do you want to
yeah.
do you want to die, or do you want
Well,
to...
I can't die now.
You can't die now? Oh. Well, I was
too
gonna give them the
close.
opportunity to pull out a war chief and stuff like that.
No.
Okay.
It's like
I got this.
I'm
card,
sorry!
Joe.
I'm sorry!
I got it. Well, you just get this guy real quick.
Alright.
and plus we got to summon the bodyguard.
We gotta summon the bodyguard. We
Yep.
gotta show the legendary gear we'll get from this guy. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta let this guy badmouth us.
Taunted us in the beginning. We can't let him get away with that.
Right.
See who we promote. So we'll get to show a couple of.
Those who dare stand before the lord of this fort are swiftly put to death.
That's right. And yet you're still here.
Oh snap!
Dark comments being shared there. Look at all, I love the knives on his bandolier to throw. That's nice.
It's gonna be hard.
He's got the throwing knives as well.
Oh yeah. Alright, so let's bring in our bro.
Okay, first let's just remind ourselves of how incredibly tough this guy is.
That's what it looks like he's saying.
Oh,
Well,
the fear of
yeah.
pinning. That
We'll
is
do that.
literal Achilles heel.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
perfect.
Shooting him in the heel is his Achilles heel.
Shoot him in the foot. He does look Kratos. He does look a little bit like God of War, doesn't he?
Kratos. Yeah. He let himself go and lived in Mordor for a while.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, nice slide.
Ooh. Don't forget our bodyguard.
Okay.
One of the biggest joys is to see someone else taking out some of the fight. Alright, so he's shown up, and should be somewhere.
I think we might have lost him.
Did we lose him in the fight?
We lost him in the fight. It's the one I tried to save, but I didn't get to him in time.
Oop, I saw a couple chats and a couple chat comments saying you lost him.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we didn't. We're fine. Sorry, I should have trusted you guys.
Oh, you. So the glaive you can use in combat as well. It's really handy.
Right,
And you can double
that's
charge it to do combos too.
right. The charge up one. Oh man. Oh, oh noes.
Actually, almost did.
Oh noes. So I got a question from Lord Clamoring, which
Yep.
is just letting you guys know as
Oh, mighty shot. as well.
we're doing we're focusing on this right now, but as in like when you ask things like how many regions, we're not talking about that at the moment. We're here to support Ellie. Mike and I, cheerleaders. So pom poms and all. Which I don't have any pom poms. I should have brought pom poms. That would have been awesome.
You haven't got the pom pom?
No, I forgot the pom poms. I got confused with setting up the stream and everything.
So the archers are positioned up around the balcony.
Right.
They're a really good opportunity to go and dominate them, and then actually flip them
Oh,
from
yeah.
being a threat into being.
Get health.
Nice.
I don't see bombs. Ooh, the poison shot.
Oh, tell you what. Also, your elven rat's fully charged.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would be a sick moment.
So the blue bar on the right that goes all the way around,
Right.
that's elven rat. So that enables Celebrity Law to come out and kick ass.
Oh, you got him going down. Oh, not quite. So it's I got a comment which was like, "Oh, you're doing it," which was like, "Are you immortal right now?" No, not at all.
No. That
We
was
almost
close
died.
to death.
Yeah.
But that brief period, so if you save up the elven wrath, that gives you a little taste of immortality.
Oh yeah. So should we? I don't want to shame them because I want to show them the legendary gear.
Oh,
So-
we'll fight him to the death.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. Fight to the death.
Wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people saying die, die, die. So yeah, fight to the death it is.
Oh,
It's the Achilles heel. That's what you said.
He lived so long and then died with an arrow in the eye.
It happens sometimes, you know. The best overlords do what they can. Oh man, we didn't get any like new armor to show off necessarily either.
I think some might have dropped.
You listen. You can hear the thunder of our enemies' feet as they flee. While we feast in victory, they quake in fear, because they know that we are coming for them. Witness the rise of Mordor! Witness the rise of the Bright Lord!
Flag in this fortress. And then, so now we own the fortress,
Right.
which also means we own the region.
All right. I'm gonna set up the opportunity for us to choose who we want as our overlord.
Oh yeah, cool.
So I'm gonna hop off screen for a second.
All right. And then any gear that we didn't pick up in the course of the fight, so that legendary dagger, the purple one, that would have come. That's your reward for shooting him in the butt, and some nice armor as well.
All right. So, oh wow, we got a lot.
The backstabbing dagger.
Yeah.
So we lost our bodyguard, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
that's all right. I'm gonna put in Farrell because that like the horn guy because I know that guy was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put
Yeah.
that guy as an option. Let's see what a couple other ones.
Is my painter still alive?
Oh, your painter? Oh, Skak the Painted. Oh yeah.
Mystic.
Let's do
He should be an
Skak.
option.
He's an option
Oh
now.
wow. Although he would also make a cool bodyguard, so it's sort of a shame to leave him
Ah,
back
that's
there.
a good point.
That is a good
home.
point. Yeah. Let's do Drake Killer. Rat Attack.
He's feral too, though. Well, yeah. It doesn't matter.
I mean, but it's up to them to kind of choose. Let's see. Booble, of course, Booble, because he's handsome.
And plus, if you've got the Marauder Fortress, you're going to get more cash as
Ooh.
you go and wander around.
That's another
the-
good point
the
too.
region.
Yeah. Okay, so I think out of those four is
Are we going to check
probably.
them all out? Oh, really? We can only do 4?
Oh no, we can do way more than 4. I'm just like,
It's
The Damned is pretty cool.
he is cool. I just wanted to stick with people that we all kind of had a relationship with.
All right.
Some people are asking to see all the options. Some people are already starting to vote on who they want.
All right. We'll check them all. Why not?
Yeah, well, we can check them all.
Machine. This is a cool fortress.
I'm just gonna put machine in there if people
Yeah.
just want to do a machine. I don't really know who Narug the Thinker is.
He's a thinker. You kind of want that in an Overlord.
I guess that's a good
Bit of
point.
thinking.
I prefer more of a knower though. I knew it.
I like a feel.
a feeler.
And a warmonger.
Well, that's a good one too.
Had that.
okay.
We just have
All right.
warmonger.
So,
Anyway.
okay, so out of that, everybody, I selected Feral, Skak, Ratak, Booble, and a machine option. That's how we're gonna do that. It's not necessarily very.
It's not a very consistent.
Oh no, it's
schema.
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
But we're going with that just simply because we want you guys to be able to vote on which ones. And I forgot some of the names. So, but let's go ahead and look at some of the guys too, to see.
Machine.
I'm gonna come back on screen. Ugh. I returned.
Wow.
So let's see. Right now it's split pretty down the middle. Machine and Feral are currently the
interesting.
leading options. Let's keep looking at some of them just so people can be reminded. I mean, if we kill this guy though, we get an epic weapon, so that's fun.
And plus, he's awesome.
Oh god, he's really cool. I really like that guy because he looks good. Feral is currently. Skak is pretty sick too with the cursed weapons and the mystic. Like, that's awesome as well. Feral is still in the lead. Machine is following closely.
Where's the machine guy?
Booble and Skak are low. This is the machine guy. That's it. See, he's an awesome fortress. and I like the like single sword look, but compared to everybody else, he is a little bit less.
He can grow into it.
Yeah, he grow
develop.
into it. He's one of those growing into it guys. Farrell's still in the lead, pretty high. The Marauder, I love the way the Marauder ones look. They look really good.
Because this guy's so cool.
Yeah, he's just is cool. Okay, I think that's the one that everybody's going. 40% still. Go with the one that Tro the dinosaur says. Go with the one that nobody wants. Shake it up. No, we'll go.
It's
We'll go
the principle of democracy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And our war chiefs get promoted too.
Yeah, so those guys can move in. They can help defend the fortress, and then when we fight the defenses, of course, there's kind of the reverse of the assault. So we have to defend the victory points, take down the waves of incoming enemies.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm going to equip that dagger in honor of Og.
Dagger of War. Hell yeah. And the Numenorian armor, just so people can see it too.
I think that's nice here. So now the feral tribe's in control of this. So on the left here, that's actually drake bait. So because they're so good at hunting and bringing down different creatures, they've actually brought down this drake that they're kind of carving little bits of jerky off. And if we shoot that, at any time, that's going to be bait to start.
Should we bring a drake in and just take it out?
Why not?
All right. Drake's
Or
coming.
fly it around.
Yeah. Why
Where's he
not?
going? He should be attracted to that. Yeah,
There
here
he is.
comes.
So this is what you guys could have had over spiders, but I mean,
It's never too late.
never too late. I mean, so time-wise, it's been about 40 minutes.
Oh,
so
nice.
Oh yeah, they're all helping. Oh, there it is.
We are flying.
Drake time.
Sauron's domain is now much smaller.
Yay!
These are a nice way to get around. And we can also just get a nice little tour. They have the monument there that got made from all the bones. And then we can continue to upgrade this fortress as well. So as you add more garrisons, the tower and the keep are going to grow. You'll have more war chiefs defending. You have more upgrades available during the battle.
Oh, that's awesome.
Does you want to put our dagger on?
Yeah, let's show them the items too. Let's see.
Some more bait there. You can have 2 drakes. Actually, this one will be friendly, and then they can fight.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Wow. So we have to stick around the fortress as a reminder.
There's friendly ones here.
Okay.
And
Good the dagger really quick.
Oh yeah,
sure.
let's check out the legendary stuff. I want to show them because legendary sets are so interesting. Ooh, look at that. That's a good looking one.
And the thing with the legendary ones, not only is it going to look like that, but as you upgrade them, the legendary gear actually levels up. So it'll actually evolve even more in terms of how it looks and fits in with the entire set. And a lot of the challenges around how to upgrade the legendary gear are around challenges in the Nemesis system and building your army. So in this case, it's dominating an orc from the Warmonger tribe of level 40. So that's like a good goal for us in terms of leveling up, in terms of tracking down a warmonger, and then I guess the way to end up with these legendary sets really involves hunting and tracking these particular types of orcs and classes and tribes.
Oh, that's awesome. I want to take a moment to note
66. Did that say 66% chance of curse on quick throw?
stealth attacks light enemies on fire, but look at that set bonus. You will periodically explode.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Italians is like, sorry guys, I lit a fuse and it will never ever stop exploding.
Yeah.
Just cheese. Okay.
Do you want the
Oh yeah, he's still around, so they should fight.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Let's bring one in. So now we have the option. Do we want to try to do another hierarchy cycle so that people can see some of the other stuff?
Sure.
Cool. That works. Let's bring in that other Drake too. Oh. Or did it just summon the other one originally too? I don't see anything on the minimap.
Yeah.
No. Oh well.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. So we got we had a question, which is why was there no speech for the Overlord from Fargate Blotted? Because from the game, the first gameplay trailer that we showed, there was a speech from the Overlord. So why is it Talion now?
Oh, wait, oh right, just the order of events in which they're happening. So, actually, when you promote the Overlord, sometimes they'll have the confirmation, but the actual flow of when you're capturing the fortress, we've now moved that. So that's Talion and Celebrimbor giving that speech, and that puts you in the right spot so that you're there ready to jump down and kind of reoccupy your fortress as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's just an example of how things evolve during
Right.
the course of development as we finish things and close things. I wish that other dragon turned up. Oh
Yeah.
well, he's out there somewhere.
Okay, but in response to others, the other one are
Yeah.
flying around.
Well, the fun thing is, so if you've got a dragon,
Mm-hmm.
a drake, as part of your army when you're beginning,
Right.
and then it's a feral fortress, so there's multiple ones there,
Right.
and you can summon one. You can have like 4, or even more, I guess, in some cases, drakes flying around up there. It's
Oh,
just
that's awesome.
crazy.
Okay, so with that, should we do a recycle and go ahead and
Sure.
like pull out? Okay, so I'm gonna switch to hosts real quick as we do some magic in the background. So, but go ahead and start pouring in some questions while we're kind of in this middle conversation point, just so that you guys have an opportunity to, because we've been honestly missing a couple of your questions based off the fact that gotta let Mike talk and gotta let Ellie show her badassery and what we'll be doing here. But now there's a moment for questioning, so why not? I did that really quick. It's got so much practice. We did this in Europe all the time, so it was definitely something of just over and over again. We had the chance of practicing switching builds and back and forth. Someone, your shirt multipass is a common.
Lily Dallas multipass.
Oh yeah,
Big bada boom.
bing bada boom. Actually, it's there again and ready to go. So we can go ahead.
It's gonna be Warmonger.
It might not be.
Okay. Well,
It might not be. Should I hide it for a second just in case?
yeah.
I can hide it real quick.
Oh, it's machine.
Oh, it's machine. Okay, we're
nice,
good.
nice.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
We don't need to hide
It's all
anything.
good.
We're good. We're good.
We talked about this yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot.
That's okay. But let me grab some questions too.
Oh yeah.
Can someone show us big spiders? No. Biggest fortress in the game? If the answer, no, that depends on you. You got to level up the fortress actually.
Yeah, so we saw that down the side as well. So that was 3 war chiefs, so that's
Right.
halfway there. So 6 is
6.
the largest we have at
so it
this
gets
point.
bigger.
Yeah, and plus those guys can then have their bodyguards in turn, so it can get pretty intense.
That's awesome. Real Warden was asking, can orcs see the glaive? Which is a really interesting question. That's actually, I don't know that one.
I think they definitely can see that manifestation because
Right.
in the same way when we use the deadly spectre skill and things like that, so the last known
Right.
position, they can be drawn to inspect and investigate that stuff.
Right, that makes sense. Let's actually take out a war chief for this one, so that people can get a chance
Okay,
to see.
sure. Chance to weaken the fortress before
Yeah.
we assault it. Oh, we should set a new bodyguard first. As
Ooh,
well.
yeah, I can see that. Let's see. Jim
Oh, wow.
Jamma, can overlords find out your spies are and kill them, even if they're not actually spies?
Yes, actually, both those things. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
in fact, when I was testing this yesterday, I had a spy. Came out, killed him,
that's good.
and there's some great like conversation between our orcs and us when it's just like, we didn't have a spy. Like,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I think-
yeah. They're pretty paranoid. Which is cool. Oh, the Karagor Tamer.
That's a good one.
So he's also a Beastmaster, but different tribe. And he's got a Karagor pack with him, so that's pretty
Ooh, that's
epic.
nice, yeah. I see a question from Forden, which was, what difficulty are we on? We're on normal right now. It's also, Ellie's fantastic. So if you guys read any of the press follow-ups that we did from the last couple weeks, a lot of them talked about how difficult it was, because it is very difficult if you're not Ellie.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No,
Everyone can be-
I'm
but,
definitely building around it. It's total, yeah, go ahead.
and we do have easy mode as well.
Yes, we do
so
have easy mode.
that's the thing. Last time we didn't have difficulty modes. This time we've got in both directions.
we
So
got a
hard
legendary.
is genuinely hard. Normal is challenging.
Right.
And you get some. And of course, a Fort Assault is going to be one of the largest, most crazy, chaotic
Oh, yeah.
cases of all. So just dropping somebody into the middle of that is going to make it
super
hard.
And I mean, and on top of that too, one of the things, a lot of the guys that I worked with were able to be their overlords because we had strategies that we were able to encourage them to use. The game can be extremely hard if you ignore the weaknesses, or it can be, very intelligent.
Can I answer that one?
Go for it.
Will we see larger battles outside fortresses? We do actually have some big pitched battles out in the open as well, so that's pretty cool.
That's a good one. I love how, what's his bonus traits? We have a legendary on our team.
Oh, great strength. So that's enormous damage with that weapon.
Fanatical gang with
And
warriors. That's
yeah,
awesome.
fanatical gangs are fun because if you attack him, they're going to become enraged. When
Oh,
they're
that's cool.
enraged, they're going to do more damage. They're going
Yeah.
to attack more aggressively, unblockable attacks. He's pretty awesome.
This is the
War Banner?
I
Oh, wow,
love
this
commanders
guy's-
as
this guy's
bodyguards because they just bring so much with them.
Yeah.
And marauders are one of my
Marauder
favorites.
with the hail of bolts, so the twin.
Bam, bam, bam,
Yeah,
bam.
that's pretty cool.
Oh,
I think we need this guy.
Yeah, I would like this guy
The
as a bodyguard
legend.
if possible.
The legend, and of course, he's legendary. So, if the worst should come to pass, and he should die in your service, you're going to get some cool shit.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And so now we have to choose which war chief to take down. We've got Lorne the Haunted, Cursed, and Mystic. Also a commander,
Right.
but vulnerable to poison. So
That's your mighty shot, right?
Yep, Venom.
Okay.
Venom Mighty Shot.
So you can apply different augments to your abilities. Mighty Shot's one of the ones where you can do poison, ice, or fire. And I happen to know that Ellie's setup has poison on it. So Mighty Shot, take this guy, make him sick.
He's
And,
cursed though.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Make my bow difficult to use.
If he hits you, though. I mean,
True.
And also the Elven Wrath curse will drain that out.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I actually did not know that part.
It's pretty dangerous.
Confused
stop
haberdasher's asking you not to kill this one, actually.
Aw, well,
You can
we'll
always
look at
dominate
the
him.
other
That
guy.
works too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Warmonger. Trickster. Yeah,
Terrified
these
of
guys.
Kirigors.
Ah,
Can summon our Kirigor.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
nice.
That's a good one.
And
Oh,
flammable.
Oh,
Oh, it's a match
These
made
are-
in heaven.
These are
Easy pickings, guys.
Yep.
So this is actually an example of how they can be a little bit easier for Dassault, because our last one, we didn't have guys who had these weaknesses we could exploit as easily. This one, they have a little bit more exploitable. Versus the opposite may be true with our Overlord, who has no exploitable weaknesses.
Actually, I saw just a question previously. Someone was asking the special weapons or
Yeah.
attack from the Warmonger tribe, and it's these gauntlets. So they can actually use these big gauntlets to actually lock your weapon in place when you're in combat as well.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And that's a struggle.
Arrow proof though.
So we have, ooh, that's a tough
Oh,
one.
frost proof.
So we have about 20-ish minutes.
Okay.
So we can rush a fortress assault.
You're cheating the time again, aren't you? Let's do that.
I'm not cheating anytime.
Really? I thought it was two. Okay.
It's because we started a little late, and
Okay.
then we have an hour of gameplay we're allowed to share. Not an
Ah,
hour
I
of
see.
stream, an hour of gameplay.
Right.
What do we do?
So we can pour.
All these is totally unknown. There's the mystery war chief.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there item quality better than legendary? Freddy 9088. That's the top.
Legendary is the top, but there is in the sense that once you've got legendary, you can continue to upgrade the levels of it as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's actually pull out a war chief.
Serpent.
So track this guy down.
Sure, let's do it.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 bodyguards. That's gonna be good.
That's
Aw,
perfect.
man.
That's a perfect one. Make it
Day-
hard.
My day has come.
He's okay. Oh, and he's hanging out right near the fortress here, so it's
perfect.
Cool. It's a trap.
Darken the Necromancer. For those upgrades at the beginning, do you only get them for one battle, or do they stay?
They stay, so and then you can choose between them as you unlock more
Right.
of them.
So there you go.
They do only stay for that one
This
region.
war chief believes he has us where he wants us. Let us show him the error of his ways.
Oh, triggered trap. I love it.
It's a trap. We know it's a trap.
Let's see. Notice that some Uruks had bars above their heads in the army screen. Centaur owns. You might be referring to the ones where, as you move time forward, so like if you die or if you do a mission,
yes.
that's them going through missions.
Yeah, so they're on a mission in
Right.
the world. They could be hunting or proving themselves or in the fight pit or throwing a feast. And as time passes, basically those missions get resolved
Right.
automatically. Last time in Shadow of Mordor, every time passed, we resolved every mission, but now some of them have an amount of time that they take.
There you go. What was that? It's like Crush.
Crush it, yeah, that was
The Crusher.
So even though this isn't the assault, we've still got to infiltrate the fortress. Oh, there's that worm. That's probably handy to learn about that other.
Yeah, I can see that. A bunch of people are asking us to unlock the skill above.
Oh yeah, we did have a. Oh, so we
No.
can actually getting the strengths and weaknesses of one of
this
his
guy?
body, or of one of the bodyguards we're about to face now. Could be handy.
Do it either way you want
I think we
to.
have intel.
What is
on
the-
all
Oh no, but the bodyguards are going to be here too.
Mystigan73 asks, what is the biggest enemy in the game? I mean, do you think that's like the
Sauron?
Sauron?
Yeah.
Not the Balrog? I mean, height-wise?
Balrog.
We're talking about height.
Oh, straight up height.
Straight up height, like
Balrog.
size, yeah. Not like oomph.
Right,
Like
yeah.
physical. If I put one in a room, which one would
it's the
limit
Balrog,
the
yeah.
volume of water I
When-
could fill in afterward?
When his Mimi was drawing little lines on
Yeah.
the wall to monitor his growth,
Aw.
Sauron was the no Balrog. He's very sensitive about it too.
Yeah, I can understand that. Let's see. Can we convert overlords without fighting them? Ass low kick. convert. So you have to break down an overlord first.
Yes.
Because it's like a normal orc.
Yep.
So I think actually the answer is no to what you're asking, but you can dominate an overlord. Like as Ellie showed, she had the option to recruit, shame, or fight to the death, and we just chose to kill the guy, so we get the cool blade.
Statue there. Did you want to just maybe unlock another skill? So you get rid of that, would you? So here.
Wow. Is that a singer? Oh, it's a.
Okay.
If it's the singer, you guys.
It's getting intense.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Oh,
never
no.
mind.
It
Sorry,
lied.
it lied.
Alright.
This is a pre-release.
Let me just check this guy again real quick.
Oh, really?
Terrified of Caragors.
Alright.
It's gold.
Okay, alright.
Is that a pirate? It's
Hey.
And you just happen to have a Caragor.
Caragor.
Isn't your isn't the bodyguard mounted as well?
He is. Oh, there he is.
Come on, buddy.
Recruit
Put this
snafu.
together.
Wanted me? Here I am. My face will be the last thing you see.
And then he's gonna run.
Oh, he's terrified.
Oh, you know what I wanted to do?
Actually,
Oh, where
my
do you
backside will be the last thing you see. As I flee.
No. Today.
Oh, you want to take him over?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, nice. So Ellie's using the Shadow Dominate whenever she's doing that.
That's my fave.
Right, that's a really high level skill.
Yep.
So shame.
Take him.
Oh, take him.
He's got a lot of body parts.
Oh, that's
Strategy,
true.
Jared.
Strat. But isn't he gonna run away immediately now because his Caragor's around him?
Yeah, he's gonna take.
Oh no.
But I completely.
So he's recruited.
Right.
He's
Come back,
Whoa,
but
whoa.
these guys are still here.
Oh, why is the more scared?
There's a lot going. Whoa! Oh no!
Oh, he's a poet.
Bugs.
Oh, he's terrified too. And there he
Oh,
goes.
look! It's because he's
They're all running.
just
They're all
got
retreating.
killed.
Terrified. I wonder what they all were scared of. Get this guy on your side.
Oh,
I think it's the war chief being killed. I think they decided that was a good time to break and run. We can fight another day.
I can see that.
no.
Oh,
Up.
and Kitty.
Hey.
And see, not sure if you already answered this, but can you make everyone on your side except the leader? Laser game, you can make all the war chiefs and captains on your side except the overlord. Yeah.
And except some are unbreakable, and some have iron will,
Right.
which means they're never going to work for you.
Right, right. Oh, you did balefire. Oh man, that Caragor is gonna move up through the army.
Oh, let him
screen.
kill you,
I
let him
know.
kill you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, except Tanana gets promoted.
Oh, the Caragor gets promoted. He becomes the overlord of the Legion. Oh man. Rawr. That would honestly be one of my favorite features to one day do for like an April 1st.
It was there, it was there. Oh, so now,
Oh, the
time
serpent.
moves forward.
Alright.
These guys get to level up.
Did he just fall off?
He
oh,
did.
he did. Oh man,
That's sad.
I got died.
But the good thing, if we had the time to go back and conquer the fortress, is it's now going to be easier because one of the war chiefs
We
has
took him out,
been
yeah.
eliminated, as well as removing all of those bodyguards that he
Right.
had from the defense as well.
We have 3 minutes. Do you want to just charge and go for it?
Oh.
Go, Ellie, go. Oh man. I mean, technically, we had a break in the middle of it to let Andy out, and then
Good point.
and then also during that, there was a couple times we had to stop for the vote. So go, and
Sappers,
do the
yeah.
Drake or Wargrog this time.
Savages. This is full.
Everybody in chat, chant, go.
People say
The more you chat, the faster it will happen. I swear.
best form of attack is defense, but really the best form of attack is definitely attack.
I mean, technically,
That's my personal
Yeah.
favorite. It's just
there you go.
When in doubt,
Go, go.
attack.
We got lots of goes in
Go,
chat.
go, go.
Perfect. Oh, tell you, walk faster.
It's the Sappers.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
I love the machine form.
It's a good looking one.
It's like the cover of Pink Floyd's Animals.
I haven't seen that cover.
It's the Battersea Power Station in London.
That's awesome.
You call that an army? Don't make me laugh!
That's amazing.
You couldn't take over a privy!
It's
much
okay.
less this fort.
Okay. Bugs are not okay.
Sorry, lot.
Don't talk over him.
I am talking over it. He's saying the same thing the other guy heard.
The fantasies in this
Hear that again.
fortress
Okay.
come day
Ah,
and night
He's saying something
for the
different.
glory
But
of
the
the
thing is, in the
Dark
game,
Lord.
by the time you'd reached this
Soon you
point,
will
Right.
it
see
would have
him.
been because you'd built up a particular story,
Right.
and you had a statement story, and he would be able to speak to those things.
Very true.
You're eager and ready, Bright Lord. Remember this. Machines tend to break down when you're jamming an orc's head in between their gears.
Jesus. That's a great
That's
comment.
awesome. I love it.
So, I mean, one of the things about this is a, we're in alpha still, or pre-release kind of thing. So it's like, this is what we have. You guys get to see some of the development. That was dope. Yeah. Dude, I love that line. It's like jam heads, orc's head in that. There's our ground. There he goes. Oh, there we go. Hop on him. He doesn't want you on
He's
him
going
yet.
for that. He's attacking that wall. He's bashing the wall. It's pretty cool.
Do you think that that's why
He can actually breach that wall as well, potentially.
Oh yeah, but now you're gonna just climb over. He's been trained to break walls, but
Yeah,
now.
I think he's got to break the wall.
Really? Oh, he doesn't let you.
There you go.
He's busy.
He had. Oh, there we go.
Not too busy for that.
Woo!
Look at that sap. Oh, sappers blew the gate as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. That's the way to enter.
Bugs are.
Guys
And so we
are
can see,
already
look, the guys are here, the point's already half captured, so
Right.
taking that time to break it down, take out the war chiefs ahead of time, assassinate it, even infiltrate spies, can just make a huge difference to assaulting
awesome.
the fortress.
And go, capture.
That's one.
Hug the successor.
Guy. Gonna rate his time.
Don't have enough time. Just go.
Just
So let's see. So official time wise, let's see that. Okay, I know the official time wise still.
all right. We might not have time for the overlord fight. We've got to get into the
Right.
points.
Oh, I love
There's
it when you
always
bail
speed
fire.
things up. Yep. And so balefire is the combination. It combines all the effects of poison and
Right.
fire. So if you've got a poison barrel and incinerate it, you get the balefire.
Oh man. Oh, go.
You overstepped your bounds. This fort will stand against you. Save the talk for after the slaughter.
She's already broken.
He wants to join your army.
There you go. Recruit. Fly, you fools. Thanks, pizza guy.
This is how you speed.
This is how you
Yeah.
speed run a fort.
Oh, this guy.
Oh.
This guy's ready to go.
And
too.
again.
Quickly.
Yeah, it just really shows the difference of taking out that war chief ahead of time.
Yeah, that made a huge difference.
Oh yeah, so fast.
I will serve the Great Lord.
I mean, and then
And of course, it can go totally the other way. If you haven't prepared and not bring you guys, and there's 6 enemies, they can just be astronomically challenging as well.
oh, absolutely. How do you fail an assault, or are you dying, or also other failure states? Whistling too?
It's dying. Yep.
It's dying.
So theoretically, you could capture this assault on your own, but it's just going to be incredibly difficult to be able to occupy and take the various victory points and
Right.
clear out the enemies. It makes an enormous difference having your followers with you.
Oh, absolutely.
And plus, dying is not an uncommon occurrence.
No, it's pretty common.
Still have work to do on this fortress if you
Will you be able to see overlords or war chiefs in the? Oh,
Did you really think I'd leave you be? And let you run amok? Gonna chop you into pieces, then find a use for each one. I hate waste. I don't want to hear you lot yabbering on. I want to hear this Manfield screaming.
jeez. Man, that guy is awesome.
Yeah, they're tricksters. Oh, but did you see? Follow it? Bring him down? Awesome.
Taking him out.
Watch this.
Close, Ellie. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Die or live.
Oh,
Live.
That's the machine chained, so they can actually use that. Oh no! Ancient one's bleeding out.
Oh. Okay, you can capture this point too.
Yes. Okay. Boom. You got it. Well done. job.
Thank you.
Sounds quick. Go, quick. Overload.
All right. Ah.
Oh, look at this guy though.
Sure, make
Oh,
him.
look, he surrendered. This guy's surrendered. He's broken.
High five him in the face.
I gotta get him.
Just pick out the maggots.
Well, you also dominate every single maggot.
He's not quite up. Like, he doesn't look good. He's not gonna fit.
Get it.
I love the discussion about it, but we do have under 5 minutes.
Why are you hitting me? I'm hit.
Go. All right, we have. So everybody, just start telling us. Do you want us to kill Overlord? Do you want us to? And I'm not going to set up a vote thing because it's going to take too long. Kill? Do we shame the Overlord? Do we dominate the Overlord?
Can you lose a fortress after you capture one? Yes, you can.
There you go.
And then, of course, your goal becomes to recapture it and get vengeance on the bastard who took it from you.
Oh, we didn't even look at this guy's
Good luck.
strengths and weaknesses.
You should do it right now.
Yeah, we'll check.
Actually,
You've made a mess out there.
You can identify him now.
I don't think you appreciate how much work I do. Putting together fort defenses, getting my boys trained up. It's stressful being overlord.
Don't fret. After today, your worries will be over.
Wow, that's a good comeback. I'm liking the comeback.
he goes home each day. He has them all listed out. They're all
He looks
ready.
in the mirror. He looks in the mirror.
Watches a bunch of old 007 films.
Actually, if you do, for chance, die here, we'll get to show the unfinished business, which is as well.
I mean, so, do you want to check out what his inabilities are, or things we can
Find out on the fly, Jared.
Oh, okay. Here we go, on the fly. Don't forget your bodyguard.
Oh, do I have one?
Yeah. You might have to hit it one more time, though.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, there you go. There's one. All right, now
There he is.
he's in.
Here's
Yeah.
my bodyguard.
Help us, bodyguard. You're our only hope.
Yeah, okay, this is a little tough.
Find the
Beast fodder.
Bring Karagor.
Brutality.
So brutality, brutal attacks are like brutal stealth kills, or if you get your might bar and you charge it up to level 2, they'll do particularly vicious executions that don't just kill the guy you're fighting,
Right.
but also terrify anybody who sees or smells it.
Oh, and smells. There you go.
Oh!
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I thought he was
That-
carrying his beast fodder. He's
He was beast fodder. Well, your bodyguard's also dead.
oh, what?
No,
Completely
what?
dead?
Yeah.
Guys.
Oh, the Karagor's still around.
Guys.
Oh, we can even get a shot of his business.
No.
Oh,
Go away.
Save. Oh man.
It's your lucky day.
oh,
Holy
out
crap.
of here.
What? But he's not terrified retreating.
No, he's just like, he just wants to leave.
This is. I'm tired of this.
Yeah. It's not worth it. Oh,
Oh, he's hiding.
in there.
It's not gonna be able to.
Oh no!
We'll die.
We'll die.
There we go.
Okay.
But not
Oh.
to Karagor. Come on.
You want to make someone new. I love how
We can see someone get
Yeah,
promoted.
let's. It's Karagor.
Karagor will get promoted, obviously.
Come on. Yeah.
There we go. There it is. Olag. Are we gonna let the Olag take you out? Oh.
Man tries to conquer fort, man dies. No surprise.
Oh.
He's a poet. He rhymed. Okay, so technically it is now. We just hit our time. So that's not too terrible, actually. We got pretty close. We can also see how it progressed. So when we were talking about the bars above the heads of all the orcs out in the army screen, this is what they do when those bars go down. They continue and move forward with their attacks and things.
Resolve their mission. So the thing is now, because Ellie had made it all the way through the fort assault and
Right.
made it to the Overlord, there is now a mission which is unfinished business. So you don't actually have to fight your way back through the entire fortress at
Right.
this point. You can go directly and face the Overlord again. But if time passes again, then new war chiefs are going to be promoted and filled
Right.
in, and you will in fact need to assault the fort. But if you go straight back at it, you can have another chance to take down the Overlord. But not today.
Not today. It's do you want to have the Overlord talk, but then do the ultimate tease, and then we'll stop it after the Overlord's talking, just so they can hear what the Overlord says.
All right,
in
yeah,
response?
because he is going to be proud of himself.
Right, he's gonna have a comment to say. And then, so you guys can see how it works when you just go straight back up to the Overlord. And,
A little dark. Doesn't pay his electricity bill.
Why are you back? I already defeated you once. Are you a slow learner or something?
oh, I love it.
Thinker.
He is the thinker. Alright, so, once we have the chance, we'll hit start and, give you guys the ultimate tease, because we're supposed to stop.
Yep.
So,
That's it. Leave it there. Until next
leave
time.
it there until next time.
Shadow of War is an epic third-person open-world action RPG, and the sequel to the award-winning Shadow of Mordor. This walkthrough takes place many hours into the game, where we will show you one example of the epic, personal stories created through the next generation of the revolutionary Nemesis system. To save Middle-earth, we will be journeying deep behind enemy lines and using the new Ring of Power to forge an army and conquer Mordor from within. On the world map, we see the many regions we can conquer. Every one of these regions is a distinct environment with unique enemies and allies, including overlords, war chiefs, captains, followers, fortresses, strongholds, missions, and more. Today, we're going to attack and conquer the mountain valley of Saragost and take it from Sauron's overlord, Ur-Hakon, the Dragon Lord. Let's launch the assault. It's not only our enemies and the world that make the Nemesis system unique, it's also our followers. Ragdug the Iron Mount has armored cavalry that can charge through the flames of artillery fire. The Demolisher is a living battering ram with the power to smash enemy defenses. With our followers at our side, we must first face the Stormbringer.
The bright Lord. I fought for you, bled for you, and you left me to die. But I was reborn with the power of the Dark Lord.
He has a history and personal grudge against us. He used to be part of our army before he betrayed us and joined the Dark Lord. He also carries a dark curse which prevents us from using the power of the new ring.
Come, charge into the flames of your reckoning.
The Overlord has deployed multiple fort defenses, including siege beasts and flame archers.
No more talk! We bring war!
Our first objective will be to break through the main gate.
You feel it, don't you? This is the power of the Dark Lord. Yes. Yes. Come to me. Suffer me now!
With the Stormbringer defeated, we've broken the curse and can unleash our power as the Demolisher breaches the gate, allowing our army to storm the fort. There are many ways to conquer a fort, from open combat to stealth and infiltration. We've infiltrated a spy within the enemy ranks. Deadeye has placed explosives, allowing us to sabotage the wall and outflank the defenders. The spy is also able to help clear the way by sniping enemies. In Shadow of Mordor, the Nemesis system created memorable stories of bloodshed and revenge. In Shadow of War, your followers can create entirely new stories of loyalty, betrayal, rivalry, and even friendship.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Deadeye.
Nice shot.
We've expanded the RPG systems in Shadow of War enormously. Defeating Stormbringer allows us to collect this epic armor of Rohan and equip it.
Ranger! I am usually the forgiving soul, but Stormbringer, he was mine, and you've stolen my tail! It's time to dance!
Mounting armored cavalry allows us to ride through these flames unharmed. Releasing and dominating the Drake lets us turn the Overlord's defenses against him. You've terrified the Flame of War. Now bend him to your will. The Ring of Power allows us to dominate the minds of our enemies,
I am yours,
compelling them to join our growing army. Now, with the power of the new ring and the help of our followers, we've defeated the War Chiefs. We can face our ultimate nemesis in this fort, the Dragon Lord himself.
It is time to take what is ours.
With the Nemesis system, every Overlord faced by every player will be unique to their world, and the throne room itself has been customized by the Overlord as his personal combat arena.
It's the Lord of Mordor himself. The Grave Walker. You've made a right mess, haven't you? My army slain. My Drake dead. So much pain. Well, I know a thing or two about pain. And yours. It's going to burn a hole into this world. Tear him apart! His flesh was wasted. Let me show you how it's done. This might hurt.
Overlord defeated, Fort Saragost and this region of Mordor are ours. Conquering the region rewards us with experience, loot, new followers, and resources. It also creates a personal base from which we train our forces, increase our power, and upgrade our defenses against Sauron's counterattacks. Let's return to the army screen, where we can review our enemies and command our followers. We need to select one to become the new Overlord, so he can spread his influence throughout the region, creating an entirely original Nemesis fortress. This war chief is a necromancer. He will shroud the fort in sorcery to confuse and terrify attackers. This war chief is a beastmaster. He will allow us to turn the creatures of Mordor against our enemies. But we're going to promote Ragdug, the war chief who charged through that artillery assault and helped us bring down Ur-Hakon, the Dragon Lord. As a marauder, he can loot and pillage the region for us. With our new Overlord in place, we can upgrade the fortress, increasing its defenses and enlarging the size and power of our army.
Here, brothers!
The Nemesis system means that every element of this mission was dynamic and unique. No two players of the game will experience the same story.
We will spread his power!
This was just one step in our conquest of Mordor. One small example of the millions of unique stories players will create in Middle-earth: Shadow of War.
For the Bright Lord.
The world of men is ending. In the fires of Mount Doom, a ranger and a wraith, bound together in death, crafted the one thing that could challenge Sauron, a ring of power. But power can blind those who seek it.
Celebrimbor!
The great deceiver has returned to Middle-earth to rebuild his armies, to rule all. The corruption will be contained no longer. The war for Mordor begins.
The Bright Lord.